Hi there, welcome one more time to the Gonzilla Principles. My name remains Maxwell. It's been a wonderful moment away in this part of the world. It's been raining crazily. What is happening? Where continents where you are? Like to hear from you. Can kindly send a comment and let's share how our geographical regions are panning out. Today, I want to talk about something very serious. It's a very delicate matter as it involves a life. I got a call not quite long, about 2 days ago from a candidate or a student of mine about a cancelled IELTS result. And I felt very bad about this because the British Council, who happens to be the test giver for this IELTS result, seems to be an organization that has enormous reputation when it comes to test procedures and test administration. So I felt a little bit in between, and I think British Council really has everything going for them. They've been on ground in Nigeria for a very long time. So the nitty-gritty of the test itself, it's really been taken care of over the years. I guess I've been in Nigeria since 2006. And up to today, they are still waxing strong. Regardless of the respect I have for the British Council, they dropped the ball this time around, sincerely. You don't expect a student that have received a test score for over 15 months, as a year and 3 months, and suddenly you come up and send just a mail that the test has been cancelled, just like that. I mean, it is very sad, it is denigrating in thoughts, and above it is very unprofessional. I hold the British Council in a high esteem. I'm a kind of person, I believe in having a fair hearing on both sides. I have not really reached out to the British Council. I have a couple of professional friends there. I used to put a call through, but it happened over the weekend, so I couldn't really reach them. But the truth is this: the mail that was sent to the candidate, I saw the mail, and the mail suggests that there were malpractice, alleged malpractice taking place, and as a result of these incidents, the result remain invalid. My question here is, do we have to have waited for over 15 months before the British Council can come up with these reports indicating that there was malpractice? Why didn't this happen before now? Now, the truth is this: we just need 9 months in addition to the 15 months to make the test invalid. So in the next 2 years, the test will be valid. That's what the tester makers say. Now, the test has been valid for over 15 months. You just need about 9 more months, and the test will become invalid naturally as regards the law governing IELTS. So why do we have to wait this long before we can suggest that a test that was taken far back in April last year, now the result released in May last year, is now invalid in September 2020? It's really saddened. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was really talking about the dropping of the ball by the British Council. Really, the students of mine have gone through the express entry profile creation, used the test results in a variety of capacities, and sincerely, procedural steps, creation of administrative control on the use of the express entry system, and all the test requirements and provisions. The test has been applied for. And if not for the corona lockdown and pandemic ravaging the world, the students would have gone out of the country. And probably, I don't know, would they have brought her back from where she would have been to Nigeria and say your test is invalid? I mean, I don't get. This is really sad. It is deplorable and it is unwarranted, sincerely. I feel there should be a better way this should have been done. Probably you should have called in the candidate, or probably give an invitation to the candidate, and not just send a simple, cheap, automated mail to the candidate and say the test has been invalid, as rendered invalid, as the case might be. I see this to be very, very sad, very unprofessional from the British Council, sincerely. This should have been done better. It should have been better than this, sincerely. Well, I feel if you're writing the test anytime soon, try as much as possible not to get yourself engaged in any suggestive, actionable disposition that might warrant you being linked to any form of malpractice. So I told my candidates, if you feel you have not gotten yourself involved in any malpractice, you should be able to place your claim on this. The test result can't just be cancelled. There have to be some cogent, concrete, quintessential marking on how the British Council came about this. It shouldn't just be a mere word say. There should be some concrete material proven beyond reasonable doubt. Probably a video footage or an altered material what you're using right in the test should be presented before this will stand. Aside that, this is not really fair. Since I feel very bad, really. You know, having students spending so much time, spending a huge amount of money, and coming out with a result that will help brighten their future, and suddenly just 9 months desperation of this test result, you come up and say the test is invalid. I guess delay defeats equity, and making that summation, one should come out very logical with things like this. I feel very bad about this, so I'll be right back. Okay, so out of the British Council quagmire now, please, this is a note of warning to students about taking the test. If you are writing the IELTS anytime soon, be very sure you are not involved in any form of malpractice, any form of misconduct that has been condemned in the terms and conditions of the test. Because the test makers, the British Council, IDP, and Cambridge English Assessment have the final say. So whatever they do, you are bound to these terms and conditions. So try not to create a room that will give them suggestive input to the fact that you have committed any form of malpractice. Keep practicing, keep pushing it, and remember the Gonzalez principles, greatest rule, practice at least 1 hour a day and you get better at it there. If you've not subscribed yet, I would encourage you to do so now, because in my next video, I'll be telling you 5 reasons why students don't do well in the IELTS. What are the 5 reasons that will make students not to do well in the IELTS? I'll be discussing this based on my experiences with candidates. Subscribe now and let's get into work. And I also encourage you to also send comments on this topic I just discussed today on whether the British Council was right or wrong to have invalidate a test result for over 15 months. That means 9 months to the expiration of the test result. Do you think this is a sensible call from the British Council? Send me your comment and let's take this to the next level. Nice having you around today. My name remains SOP Maxwell. This is the Gonzalez Principles. See you on top. Bye.